Hi everyone, Denison Grellman here. It brings me great joy to share with you a summary of the 2024 to 2025 annual report. This report highlights how ADRA Australia, in partnership with supporters, volunteers, churches, country partners, government, and the private sector, has transformed hundreds of thousands of lives. The past year has been challenging for many, but together with our loyal supporters and dedicated team, we have been able to continue serving the most vulnerable, both here in Australia and overseas. Together, we've seen transformational change in the lives of nearly 510,000 people across 25 countries. Overseas, this has enabled us to reach over 248,000 people through our development projects in 13 countries. In the South Pacific, we worked in Fiji, Papua New Guinea, Solomon Islands, and Vanuatu. In Asia, we worked in Cambodia, Laos, Nepal, and Timor-Leste. And in Africa, we worked in Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, Zambia, and Zimbabwe. Projects like these have profoundly impacted mothers like Leela in Nepal. Leela's husband migrated to India for work. She was left to raise her children, reliant on him sending money home. But through ADRA, she received seeds and farmer training.
After being enrolled in the ADRA project and starting vegetable farming, I have been able to generate my own income and become self-reliant. Now, I can afford to buy enough essentials for my family and even save money from my own earnings. I no longer have to rely on my husband's salary for daily expenses or savings. I am able to send both my children to good schools for better education.
Here in Australia, the cost of living crisis has pushed more people to seek help from ADRA. We currently support over 100 community projects in partnership with local Seventh-day Adventist churches. Last year, we served over 150,000 Australians in need. This is equal to 52 people receiving assistance from ADRA every hour. This included distributing nearly 73,000 food parcels and providing almost 27,000 meals. None of this would be possible without our more than 1,600 volunteers who have dedicated over 375,000 hours of their time in the last 12 months. The demand for our national programs is constant as families struggle to make ends meet. Your support is needed to continue to help more Aussies like Kelly. Kelly's local ADRA project was the lifeline she needed when she was facing the prospect of going 3 or 4 days without food.
So had I not attended that evening on that first soup night, our family situation, because our rental had almost doubled, we would not have been able to eat for the next 2 or 3, 4 days. I was so concerned where I was going to reach out or who I could reach out to for that little bit of extra help. There's no sufficient enough words to explain or describe how grateful and how thankful we are for all the help given to us from ADRA. And to think that it goes beyond just me, it helps the others in my immediate family. We're happy and healthy because we're being given such warmth and welcome and love. We know we're safe, so we just relax and enjoy everyone's company. Basically, we couldn't have done it without you. And thank you, but there's not enough thank yous to thank. We give them all to you.
Through our disaster response and recovery, we've helped over 110,000 people in crisis across 19 countries. We responded to flooding in Australia and Brazil, the Myanmar earthquake, the hunger crisis in the Greater Horn of Africa, and conflict in the Middle East. In May 2025, record flooding struck the mid-north coast of New South Wales with 10,000 homes affected by flood waters. Together with the Seventh-day Adventist Church, ADRA mobilized 37 volunteers to help more than 540 people. A total of $115,000 was distributed as cash transfers to 230 households. And over 24 hours of psychological first aid was provided to help meet emotional needs. Through ADRA's partnership with Sanitarium, 8 pallets of products worth over $10,000 were provided to support response efforts. As you have heard about the incredible change you have made possible both in Australia and overseas, I want to thank you for partnering with ADRA Australia to be justice, compassion, and love for those who need it most. None of this work, however, would have been possible on our own. Our Lord, in His goodness and mercy, has guided the efforts and used the talents and resources given to us to bless others. Thank you.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Thank you from Zambia.
Thank you.
Thank you from Cambodia. Zikum.